Why Katy Perry is winning singles battle. With ex-fiancé Orlando Bloom, he's finding it impossible to pick up another celeb beauty. Katy Perry is thriving after her split from Orlando Bloom, while the 48-year-old former playboy is struggling to find his footing in Hollywood's dating scene, with sources telling Radar Online, famous women find him too cheesy to consider dating the actor. Perry and Bloom, who had been together for 9 years and share a 4-year-old daughter, Daisy Dove, confirmed their separation on July 4th after months of speculation. Is Bloom's single life crashing? Days earlier, Bloom had made what friends described as his single man debut at the lavish wedding of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez in France. A source claimed, when Orlando re-entered the single scene, he assumed he could date anyone he liked, but it hasn't worked out. Women aren't taking him seriously. Some even think he's corny and cheesy, and instead of options everywhere, he's facing rejection. Another insider explained, getting rejected recently by Sydney Sweeney really knocked him, and he hasn't found his stride since. To many, he looks like a middle-aged guy overdoing it, while Katy is clearly coming out on top. Bloom was photographed at the Bezos celebrations chatting to Kim Kardashian, walking in Venice with Sweeney, and embracing a stylist who had previously worked with Perry. Perry's love life thriving? Reports later suggested he had also been flirting openly during trips to Miami, where he attended the Formula One Grand Prix with Tom Brady and Timothée Chalamet. By contrast, Perry, 40, has been juggling her demanding Lifetime's tour with a new connection. She was spotted dining in Montreal with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, 53, before he was seen in the crowd at one of her shows, singing along to her hits. One friend claimed, Katy's really excited. It's all fresh and surprising, but she's always been interested in politics and finds Justin very charismatic. After all the drama with Orlando, it's a big lift for her confidence to have his attention. For Bloom, the timing has been bruising. A source claimed, watching Katy with someone as good-looking and high-profile as Justin has been rough. Orlando feels outmatched by her in looks, charm, and brains, and it's shaken him more than he thought it would. He thought he was going to get back out there and have his pick of whichever A-lister he approached, but he's now losing out in the singles game to Katy big time. Bloom rose to global fame in the Lord of the Rings and Pirates of the Caribbean franchises in the early 2000s, before marrying model Miranda Kerr in 2007. They share a 13-year-old son, Flynn, and divorced in 2013. Bloom has previously admitted to his reputation as a ladies' man, once saying in an interview, I was a pretty boy, so wherever I went there was a bit of free zone. And I loved women. But according to friends, those days are gone. One insider claimed, Orlando still carries himself like he's the heartthrob he was 2 decades ago. But with no major hit in years, the charm isn't landing anymore. To some women, he just seems arrogant, and that's turning them away. Perry and Bloom continue to co-parent Daisy Dove and were recently pictured on a family holiday in Capri. But sources say Bloom's reputation in the wake of the split has made dating more difficult. One claimed, many people think Katy got the rough end of things, and that's drained any sympathy for Orlando. He's starting to see that being single isn't turning out the way he imagined. Another added, he still acts like it's the early 2000s, but with a lot more baggage now. Pair that with his oversized ego, and it's putting women off when he tries to date.